A new Australian political party would like robots in the Senate and plan to challenge what they call Australia's outdated political system. Got your interest? Well, let's find out what Flux is all about. Max, tell me, what is Flux?
Flux is both a political party and a technology platform, and united, they give us a path to upgrade democracy.
How?
By leveraging the community. There are thousands and thousands of people out in Australia who have great policy ideas, great way to improve governance, and currently they're locked out of the system. We want to open the doors so that they can directly contribute.
Still don't really understand. What happens?
So people download an app, they can then interact with it in various ways. They can delegate their vote to organisations, community organisations or interest groups. Other MPs can get on board and start using the system so that they can more effectively help their community. Other minor parties can do it as well so that they can focus on their one issue.
Peter Hellier here. When do the robots get involved?
Well, ideally as soon as possible. We'd really like robots in the Senate because it means that we can offer a stronger guarantee to people who would like to vote for us. Unfortunately, at the moment, that requires a lot of legislative reform, so probably not in the near future.
So what is your background?
My background is predominantly in computer science and thinking about economic systems. I've particularly been involved in Bitcoin for the last 5 years.
What is Bitcoin?
So Bitcoin is a new form of money and a distributed ledger technology. It came about in 2009. It was completely novel and has so far pushed major financial institutions around the world to really upgrade their systems and improve their sort of products for their customers.
So you do like poking the bear a bit, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. There's, yeah.
So what gave you the idea for Flux?
So during the 2013 elections, I was involved in handing out how to votes and things like that. And so I remember watching the election results roll in that evening and noticing that there was so much wasted work. So people would go out, they'd stand out in the 30-degree day, all day, talking to people, and their party would end up with nothing at the end of it. And it was just such a shame to see Australians trying to get involved in the political process and being denied for what I interpreted as fairly arbitrary reasons. So that's one of the main problems we want to solve, is to give people a way to actually contribute.
Is it a bit too high-tech for your average Joe?
Where one of our main focuses is on making this as easy as possible for people to use, whether that's the elderly. Obviously there's a lot of issues with technology, whether that's people in disadvantaged communities or things like that. We want to make this as cheap and as accessible as possible, with the minimum sort of barrier to entry, the minimum amount of education. It's going to be intuitive as possible. It's going to be far easier than the Senate ballot paper, so no worries on that one.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Really nice.